Good morning, traders. Welcome to this video on the euro dollar and pound dollar. My name is Chris from Elite Currency. If you're interested in my analysis and how I do it, then you can check out our sponsorship page. Basically, you can start an account with one of these brokers, HYCM or Key2 Markets, and you'll get a sponsorship from them. You'll get the SWAT course, and that explains how I analyze based on moving averages, fibs, and fractals. It includes 70 videos. 20 hours plus of material basically, but also indicators and strategies. So there's a lot of educational value there for free actually if you open and verify and trade through one of our partnered brokers. All right, let's take a look now at the markets. First of all, euro dollar. This is the weekly chart, and the price inching forward, hit that 120 target. Finally, we mentioned about, in some of these videos at least, and yeah, it's in the channel here. Had a pretty steep decline, 200 pip decline after hitting 120, and ended up as a bearish weekly candle. So this channel, I think, has a decent angle, but I think it is showing some kind of exhaustion a little bit. HMA is still up, but certainly that long-term moving average in the WIS9 and the 120, of course, overall quite a hefty resistance zone. So let's take a look at the daily chart to get a little bit more info whether that trend can continue or whether maybe it's ready for some kind of retracement. Looking at the wave pattern specifically, I think that this could be a moment where we're going to get a bigger retracement. Let's put the fib from here to here. And I'm leaning towards a bigger bearish pullback at this point that can go down to the 23.6 fib at 117. But it is still at support right now. So what I think could happen is most likely a bounce here and retest head and shoulders level, for instance, like this. I should use red actually, and then move down there to the 23.6 fib, which in turn will be probably a bouncing spot because the 21 EMA zone has been up for a very long time, and so I don't think that if price will break through that 21 EMA zone for the first time that it's going to really go far. I think it's going to hit support and make a bounce again. It is the most likely scenario. Of course, if there's a lot of momentum, it could go down to the 38.2 fib. That in turn will be the next support and bouncing spot, but I don't expect that for the moment. So let's dive into the daily chart. You can see pretty big wicks on the daily. Buyers stepping in at these fractals at the 21 EMA zone, and a big pin bar indicating the rejection at the 120 and the top of the channel. And we got a follow through, but we are seeing buyers step in. So there could be another retest of that level, today or tomorrow. But ultimately, I think a bounce is likely, and I think that price will go back to the head and shoulders level here like this, find resistance, like an ABC pattern basically, I suspect, like this, three swings up to that head and shoulders zone, and there I would expect bearish price action. I think 4-hour chart makes sense on this. Look for, I would be looking for a bearish price action reaction in the 4-hour chart. And then I suspect that there could be a 5-wave pattern here down to the 23.6 fib, and then a bounce there. So let's take a look at the 4-hour world. All right. To me, it seems like this was an ABC, 5-wave, completed a complex correction, and then we had an uptrend here. And I think that considering the momentum to the downside here, it looks like a wave A completed, and up it can go for wave B. So looking at the hourly chart, that's how it looks like to me. This looks like a wave 4, 5. This is a 3, somewhere in here, maybe a wave 1, 2, like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for an A finished. And this looks like an upside A, B, and we probably get a C of the red B, like that. All right. So putting a fib from here to here. Price might not even get that high, but yeah, anywhere in here could be the target zone. And if it does dip, there could be an inverted head and shoulders here, 61.8 fib, 78.6 fib, all could be support zone. And price should, of course, not, if this is an ABC zigzag, it should not break this bottom at least at 117.80. And so far, it looks like momentum flag. So it might break right away, or it might make that dip and then bounce at support and make that pattern, reversal pattern. And once it breaks through this kind of trend line, I think we're looking at an intraday kind of push up. but not too far, as I said, because of the potential head and shoulders. Now, then it depends on how price responds in this zone. I would expect a pretty strong reaction, but if it doesn't occur, and there's a channel like this instead, that channel could break both ways, to the downside, or to the upside. Then it depends on the break of that channel about the next swing. So whether, we'll have to see if there's going to be a strong response here or a channel like a flag, and that flag could break both ways, in fact. That's my 2 cents. I am leaning towards a bigger correction in this zone, but I don't want to rule out if it does make an upside and channel and breaks that channel, then I am open to the fact that price could move up. Just doesn't seem that likely at this moment. Pound USD, small bearish candle basically at the previous top here and the long-term moving averages, and it too in a very strong uptrend. And it too nicely higher highs, higher lows, beautiful channel, but now retesting the 21 EMA zone. And I suspect also some type of wave 4 at this moment, and some correction likely at this point. You can put a fib from here to here, and it could go down to, for instance, the 38.2 fib at 131. So more or less the same. Not sure if the 5 waves is completed. Looks like it's on its way down at this moment. Might make a continuation down to the 38.2 fib to finish wave A, and then get a bounce at 131 up into 132.50, maybe even further. Also an ABC pattern expected. If there is an ABC that would fit within the expected ABC like this, just like with the euro dollar. Pretty much the same, in fact, from that point of view. Hourly chart. It could be that 5 waves is completed as well, like the euro dollar. In that case, I would like to see price break above the 20 EMA, and then there could be that breakout as well. So that's it. I think if we get a break above this trend line here, there could be a push up, part of an ABC pattern. Or if it makes a dash down, I suspect a bounce at the 38, and I expect an ABC pattern at the 38. And whether it breaks here or whether it bounces here at the 38, in both cases an ABC is expected. In both cases, resistance is expected at the fibs from here to here, somewhere around the 61, 50, or 78.6 fib for a move lower down to, for instance, let's take a look at the daily chart. Down to, for instance, the 50 fib or the 38, around 130/131. That's still a very strong support zone, and that's easily where, if there is a wave 4, that wave 4 could end and price can continue for wave 5 with the uptrend. That's my 2 cents for the moment. We'll do an update again on Wednesday. New things will have happened, of course, in those 2 days. And we'll give my 2 cents again and wish you all good trading in the meantime. Cheers. Bye-bye.